Jack Draper, Jakub Mensik beats Indian Wells champion in Miami Open amid disruption of mass fan exodus. Indian Wells champion Jack Draper was toppled by a blizzard of blistering winners from Jakub Mensik amid a bizarre mass fan exodus disruption midway through the match at the Miami Open. Talented Czech Mensik landed 21 aces in a straight sets win over Draper 7-6, 7-2, 7-6, 7-3. British number 1 and New World number 7 Draper headed into the clash exuding confidence, having won the biggest title of his career in California, but Mensik quickly brushed it aside with a stunning performance with 2 clinical tiebreaks. Draper was aiming to complete the coveted Sunshine Double, but he was unable to convert the sole breakpoint chance he created in the second set. Mensik's victory sees him advance to the third round, where he will face Riley Opelka, who rallied to beat Danish 11th seed Holger Rune 4-6, 6-3, 7-6, 7-5. The match was bizarrely forced to be temporarily suspended as Brazilian spectators, having waited on grandstand for up to 3 hours, vented their anger en masse after hearing the news, with Draper leading 4-3 that João Fonseca's clash with Hugo Humbert was being shifted to the main stadium. The 23-year-old Londoner asked for his match to be paused because of the distraction, with the umpire waiting several minutes for the Brazilian fans to leave. "You absolutely can't believe it," Laura Robson said courtside. "The boos are very much justified because it's just been announced that Fonseca and Humbert is moving to Stadium Court. All these Brazilian fans have been sat here for hours and hours, are now just finding out, and they're trying to head over. The queues are going to be outrageous trying to get in. You feel so bad for them, and it just makes it really difficult for the 2 players on court. There's so much drama happening around the crowd, and they're just trying to play tennis. Just absolute scenes out here." Commentator Jonathan Overend added, "All these Brazilians are going to want to get out unless Jakub Mensik is their second favorite player. There are scores and scores of spectators in the temporary stands trying to get to the exits." It did not change the momentum, though, with Draper unable to force Mensik out of his rhythm, particularly on serve, in what are very different conditions to Indian Wells. Draper said on Sky Sports Tennis, "I didn't really know what was going on at first. Obviously it was getting quite loud. I couldn't really hear the ball being hit. I can understand their frustration. I just hope they were able to get on the court." A statement from Miami Open organizers read, "With the early conclusion of play on stadium coupled with the tremendous interest in the match featuring João Fonseca and Hugo Humbert, the decision was made to move it into Stadium Court to allow more people an opportunity to see that match." 6th seed Draper, who broke into the top 10 for the first time on Monday, made a flying start, breaking Mensik at the first opportunity, but the teenager leveled at 3-3 and from there on was the better player. He took advantage of badly timed errors from Draper in the first tiebreak and, although the US Open semifinalist saved 6 break points in the second set, the tiebreak went the same way, with Mensik clinching one of the biggest victories of his career with a 21st ace. "The most important thing was the serve today," said Mensik. "That was the key. I knew it was going to be tough in the tiebreaker and the fans were tough today, so I tried to stay focused. It was an important time of the match, so I had to keep focus." Draper will head home and turn his focus to the clay season, with British singles hopes in Florida now resting on the shoulders of Emma Raducanu, who takes on McCartney Kessler in the third round on Sunday. "I didn't think Jack Draper did a lot wrong, to be honest. He was just up against breathtaking quality and sustained over almost 2 hours and 2 tiebreak sets. Maybe he would like to get a few more first serves in and not to have defended behind his second serve. The whole package that Mensik brought on court, not just the quality of his serving. He read the patterns of play really well, he was patient when he needed to be. We saw the odd serve and volley, we saw drop shots. Incredible. That was such a composed display." Jacob Fernley saw his campaign ended in ruthless fashion by former finalist Alexander Zverev 6-2, 6-4. Top seed Zverev suffered a disappointing first-round loss to Talon Griekspoor in Indian Wells, but made amends with a deadly 74-minute display against the Scot. "I'm generally happy with my level today," said Zverev, the 2018 Miami runner-up. In Indian Wells it was very different, so I hope I can continue playing this way and have a great week here. I have generally been serving badly, especially after the Australian Open, added Zverev, who reached his third Grand Slam final at this January's Australian Open. It's a shot I've worked on since Indian Wells. I had more than 2 weeks since I lost early there. Of course I'm happy with the win today, but hopefully this is just the start of the tournament, and hopefully I can go deep here. Wildcard Coleman Wong notched the biggest win of his career after he stunned 13th seed Ben Shelton 7-6, 7-3, 2-6, 7-6, 7-5. I always trust myself to play in these big stages. I had a tough time during the COVID times, said Wong, who is based at Rafael Nadal's academy. I didn't play for a year and a half and I'm really lucky my team keeps supporting me. I'm really happy. This is for you, Hong Kong. My parents, my coaches, my team. They really helped me a lot from highs and lows. They know that I'm struggling and came in here. It was not easy. Playing against a guy like Ben, it's a dream to do that since when I was young. Playing big tournaments against top players, I'm really happy. 8th seed Andrei Rublev was another big-name exit, with the Russian beaten 7-5, 6-4 by Zizou Bergs of Belgium. 3rd seed Taylor Fritz kick-started his campaign with a hard-earned 7-6, 7-2, 6-3 victory over Lorenzo Sonego, while Brazilian Fonseca hammering French 19th seed Hugo Humbert 6-4, 6-3. Elsewhere, 10th seed Alex de Minaur beat Cameron Norrie's conqueror Yunchikit Bu 6-4, 6-4, while 16th seed Francis Tiafoe saw off Alejandro Davidovich Fokina 7-5, 7-6, 7-5. In the third round of the women's tournament, top seed Aryna Sabalenka had an easy afternoon, with Romanian opponent Elena Gabriela Ruse pulling out after losing the first set 6-1. Sabalenka will next play defending champion and 14th seed Danielle Collins. Collins won her 9th straight match at this event by seeing off defeating Swiss qualifier Rebecca Mazarova 6-4, 3-6, 6-3, after dropping a set in Miami for the first time since her opening match in 2024. Ons Jabeur, meanwhile, was helped off court by opponent Jasmine Paolini after sustaining a leg injury and retiring at 4-3 down in the opening set of their contest. Coco Gauff beat Maria Sakkari in Indian Wells and did so again in Florida, claiming a 6-2, 6-4 victory, while Naomi Osaka battled past Hailey Baptiste in a clash lasting more than 3 hours. Watch the ATP and WTA tours, as well as the US Open in New York, live on Sky Sports in 2025 or stream with Now and the Sky Sports app, giving Sky Sports customers access to over 50% more live sport this year at no extra cost. Find out more here.